Welcome to Think Alive. We're Sharon and Andy, just two people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you. Good morning.
Morning, everyone.
Welcome back to the Thinker.
Yes.
Bit cloudy today, bit of intermittent cloud cover, but bits of blue sky, so
Still very warm.
no rain forecast, so that's good. We can crack on with this patio.
Yes.
It will get finished, it will.
You're on with the patio, I'm on with the hole in the wall, taking that lintel out. There'll be other stuff coming up, but in the meantime, should we crack on?
Let's do it. So I've just got this last bit to do now. I don't know how. It's no good me saying how long it's going to take me because I never know. The mortar doesn't go anywhere, as you've seen. But Andy's going to crack me some more red stones because I'm getting low on those. And yeah, as he said, we're going to crack on with it.
We've got lots of pink ones, but nothing quite as red as we would like. So we're going to see what's inside these. Yes. That's a bit red. Well, that's a bit red. Let's try this one. Crikey. There we go.
So they're better, aren't they? Some nice red colours there. I think all that's left for me to do now is to do my mix.
And on with the lintel, getting this lintel out. I've got a couple of stones, these aren't fixed yet, just that are going to fit in nicely. So I'm going to get up to here done and then let that consolidate for a day or two and then get this one out. So I'll go and do a mix as well.
Right, so I'm on it. As I say, slowly.
And we're off as well. Back of this wall packed up. Oh. Can't wait to get this done so we can enjoy it a bit. Been a long time coming. Just putting lots of little ones in the back to pack it solid. As always. I don't want to get too close to this other lintel because I've got to take it out. I might need to lever it or knock it or something. I don't want to disturb the stuff that I'm doing now when I get to that stage. But okay, I'll carry on. Rightio, so there's a big chunk done all the way from there to here, just this little bit, finish that. We've run out of stuff again, those sand, etc. So we need to go and restock. Sharon's got another square metre or so of the patio done, getting ever closer to the end. So we're going to pop into town, get some sand, etc. and pick it up in a bit. Okay, we're back with our supplies. Stack them up here, replenish the pile.
This is the reason why our car is never clean, because on the way back from the builder's merchant we stopped and had a drink at the local bar, and one of our neighbours was telling us about a clay quarry just behind where they live. So we've been along and we've picked ourselves a few samples, because if you've watched the last video, Andy is hankering after building a clay oven in the courtyard to make pizzas and bread, because our bread oven, as lovely as it is humongous and takes too much wood. So we're going to have a go at well, firing some clay and see if it's going to work before we go and collect some more. All these free materials, you've just got to love it.
So we've really got no idea what we're doing with this. This is the clay, they'll use this to make floor tiles and blocks and things like that. As we understand it, we know how to make a clay pizza oven, we just don't know the clay. So what we're going to do is wet this up, make it into some kind of shape. We're cooking chicken drumsticks on the barbecue, and then we're going to see if our shape will fire and how it copes and what it does, to see if it's suitable for making a pizza oven out of. Maybe need to do a bit more research on this. Google is my friend at the moment. That's definitely clay. Trying to reconstitute it back. We're soaking it in some water. It's slowly breaking down, very slowly. It's taking a while to absorb. Like I say, we haven't got a clue what we're doing, but it can only be fun trying, can't it? Cool, so I'll carry on, come back to you in a bit. Right, okay, it's taken an enormous amount of water. It's actually very, very clayey though. We're going to leave it overnight. It's still got some lumps in it, some dry bits. We're going to leave it overnight, see if it'll absorb all the way through. But it certainly looks like clay. Like I said, we haven't got a clue. This is just suck it in and see. But yeah, I don't think it can go wrong. If it dries out too much, we can just put some more water in it. Right, so we're on plan B. It's drying out actually quicker than we expected. So we're going to attempt to make a mini pizza oven as a test. I've just made a dome shape there out of sand. Probably not a perfect dome, but it's not a perfect pizza oven, it's just a test. And look at this clay. We're going to cover this with clay and then leave it all day tomorrow to harden off. The theory is then we scoop the sand out of it when it's got to a certain hardness, and then bake it. So I'll carry on and see what I can do with this. Never done this before in my life. Should have done things like this in school, useful things. How to make a pizza oven, how to make your own pizza oven. So I'll carry on. So there it is, the Think Alive baked potato oven. You might be able to bake a potato in there. So it's just a test. If this works, we're going to leave it out all day tomorrow, till whenever it's ready, till it's got firm enough. We can take the sand out, and then we're going to stick it on the fire and fire it. So we'll come back to you when we get some results. If I can get my gloves off now. Now it's definitely time for a beer. On plan Y now. We didn't really want to leave it on the floor because Jessie's bound to walk on it. So we thought with the barbecue's gone out, it's still very, very warm. So we're going to low bake it in here initially. So we've got no idea what we're doing, we're just messing about. It's clay for sure. We'll work it out one way or another. And clay. Okay. The clay works alright actually, but I've been doing a bit of reading and a bit of research. Apparently it's supposed to let it dry slowly. It did crack under there, a few pieces. What are these people doing? Ding and dong are playing here. He's driving Alfie's driving Catsy bonkers. He wants to play, Catsy doesn't. Give over.
It's too hot.
Anyway, so you're also supposed to add sand with it, about 4 parts sand to 1 part clay apparently. So we're still learning, but it's absolutely rock hard. It's going to work. So we're going to be building a pizza oven in the future coming up. So in the meantime, Sharon's on a mission to get this pointing finished.
Yeah.
Today.
Hopefully, I've got not very much to do, but then again, we know how long it takes, yeah.
On a mission. I've been also up super early this morning. I've moved the switch for the light and put a socket in here because we've been living with the area a little bit. We're going to put a big table, we you to stop it. We're going to put a big table up here, which I'm going to make. In the meantime, we're going to bring our other table up and again see how the area works. We're going to put a TV on the post here, some Bluetooth speakers for some nice stereo sound, and I think we're going to put the pizza oven over that side there. But yeah, it's evolving like everything else. In the meantime, we need to get rid of all this mess. There's tons of it all over the floor. The stones that Sharon's using for the pointing, which will obviously be gone when the pointing is done. And we want to get this out of the wall, because obviously we don't want to start bringing things up, making it all nice, if we're then going to make a massive mess on it. So the next job, the final part of this, is to get this last piece of this lintel out, get it stoned up, and then we can go forwards. It's nearly out. Oh man, what's about? It will come out. Right, I'll carry on just when you thought it was there. Big hole there. There's a pretty big lintel that came out of there. We'll do the firewood. Next thing, as always, get the old Henry out. This is quite a lot more solid inside than that other bit was, so that's alright. Again, you can see the lintel at the back, the other one. Why it's even there, I have no idea, but it won't be for long, this one certainly. So I'll get Henry out, give it a good vacuum. Here we've got an even more convenient socket to plug him into now. The TV socket. So, first mix is ready. Wet it down. And get this to work. This pumper's not pumping very well. Give it a clean after. We're going to fill inside, right inside at the back and side as far as we can. This one's going to go in there. He will tap lovely in there to lock that up, I think. Probably going to take me most of the afternoon to do this, and it's not good because it's getting super hot now as well. We're just going to do this in the nick of time, I think. Okay, let's do it. Get it packed. So close, yeah, so far away. I've run out again. I think I'm just going to do half a mix for this. Just a little bit at the back inside, but not an awful lot. But yeah, we should be doing it next half an hour, 40 minutes. If anyone's wondering where Alf is, he's flat out here on his back in the shade. It's so hot today. Catsy's flat out over there in the shady courtyard. And Jessie's flat out on the prep bench. She likes to lie on tools and things like that. The others are all dotted around in various other places, all flat out. Right, I want to see if I can find one fairly big stone that's going to fit in there. I might actually tap that bit out. So I'm going to see what I can find. It'd be nice to just get one big fat one straight in, a big one. Didn't take too long, but he should do the job nicely. I'll just tap in there the last bit. Right, I'm going to get a little mix on and get it done. Get it finished. So it's in. All I got to do is point up around it and we're done. There we go, done. The last bit, I had a little tiny bit left. I've just thrown it in this crack, put a couple of stones in there. See what happens with that. So I did fill it about 4 years ago, but it's obviously still moving. So that should stop it now. We'll find out. We'll do this in the future, but it won't make much mess, so it's not critical. So that can wait, but we've got more important things to do. Sharon is so close over here as well. There's about a square metre to do there. She thought she'd get it with 2 mixes. I think she's put 3 in and it's still not done, but that will definitely be finished tomorrow and before the end of this video. She's gone shopping, by the way. We're completely out of animal food. Obviously they need feeding, that's why it's not going to be done today, but not to worry, it will be done very, very soon. The next on the list is to tidy up. It's absolutely full of rubble, full of bits. We've got marble there. We'll put that to one side. I don't think we're going to need any more for the patio there. This is just rubble, that can all go in the hole. So yeah, that's the next thing to do, and then we can look at what we're doing next. Right, okay, it's a beautiful morning outside. I'm just going to pump some more water out of our deposit. I've just put a clean filter in there, taken this one out because you need to flow a certain amount through before the filters start working properly. This one is pretty black. It doesn't actually matter, they won't actually pass sediment through or solids through when they get blocked, when they get fuller and fuller, they just block up and stop passing water at all. So I'm just going to pop this one in there and get pumping. So there it goes. We've had 1,500 litres out of it. I don't know when, a week or so, a week and a bit ago. I'm hoping to get another 1,500 out of it right now. That'll give us 3,000 in total from the last part of rain. Nothing bad at all. I've got a rock on a piece of string here that uses a dipstick. I reckon there's still another 1,500 litres in there at least. Excellent. To stop the cats going down it. Right, so it's time to get this lot cleared up. Got bits of wood, chop them up for firewood. They're just rubble mainly. It's falling over. Right, I've got the wheelbarrow, let's crack on. The swallows are back in the workshop. He's gone. Oh, there's still another one there. Beautiful things there. Every summer they come back. Get the bugs. He sat up there. Don't be shy. Yeah, they come every year, and we quite often get comments. We have shown them before. We quite often get comments about them being house martins or swifts. They're not the swallows. They've got the long forked tail, the brown under the neck, chin there, and the white bellies. Without a shadow of a doubt, they are swallows, and we're very, very happy to have them. And we love them. Beautiful things. They are. They come in the workshop, flying around, making a racket, eating the bugs, hopefully. Right, so that's all the decent stones gone. We'll save them for a future project. Just all this rubble now. Yeah, they're still in there. The swallows flying around. You can hear them if you can make them out on the video. They'll be there all day now, in and out, doing the job. Right, that's the bulk of the rubble gone. Just need to get it all swept now. Get Henry out and well, give it a vacuum, I suppose. You vacuum your patio. Does anyone else do that?
Meanwhile, I'm back on with the pointing. Nearly there. Don't move the bucket. You can see just literally this bit, but quite a few deep holes, so it takes quite a bit of mortar. But I will most definitely be finished by the end of this video, I promise.
This really is the last bit.
Yes. It's not easy in this corner. I'm struggling a bit, but we're getting there. Literally got this to do and it's done. Excellent. And there you have it, finished. I just literally had enough to set that one in because there was a big gap there, and I've run out of mortar, and it really isn't worth doing another mix for that tiny little bit of pointing. But if you remember when we did the original pathway, the bit at the top by the smoker queue hasn't yet been pointed, so I'm going to have to do some more later on in the week, so I can just use a little bit of mix just to point around there. But it's done, it's done. It means we can get our bigger table up here now. That little one's not very practical. If you want to eat, it's okay for a drink at the end of the day, but yeah, so happy days.
So the last job of this phase is to get some gravel around this vine. It's a massive rubble at the minute. So we've got a bag. Hopefully one bag will do it. Make it look pretty. Plus I like the water through as well. There we go. Lovely. Very nice, what do you think? We'll level it out. I'm sure it'll settle itself in time. Right, let's get the table up here. It's right there. So we're just putting this, well, long-serving, hard-working.
Yes, it's been with us since we were on the campsite.
10 years, is it?
Oh.
We used it for a workbench when the last place we lived.
Yes.
Then it came back in because we didn't have a table.
Yeah.
So now we're just going to stick this here, and it's actually looking quite small, but it'll help us to gauge how big we're going to build our big table and how the space is going to work, be the shade. As you can see at the minute, it's all in the shade at this side, there's a bit of sun over there. We'll move it about, we'll play with it, we'll mess with it, won't we?
Yes.
And then we'll work out the rest of the spaces as well. I still think a pizza oven's going
Possibly.
Down
Yes.
there. And we're going to put a TV somewhere up here so we can watch our favourite YouTube channels. We're going to get some nice stereo big Bluetooth speakers that'll run off the, what's it called, that stick thing, TV fire stick. Yeah, and then some lovely little fairy lights. But for now, I think, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for an ice cold beer.
It sounds like a great idea.
We'll bring the chairs up, we'll have a sit, and then we'll just enjoy our space.
And so we're back to our little bistro table, if you like. Also been with us for at least 10 years, more. For now it'll do here. It's a nice morning area, this is. It's in the shade, so we can have our tea and coffee in the morning. But obviously, as you can see, it's not practical for eating at. We've put it here for now, but obviously this is where we're going to open up to put the French doors in, which will take us straight into the new farmhouse kitchen, come lounge, come diner. So eventually it'll have to have a new home, but it works well for now. So yeah, happy days. So isn't this lovely?
What a lovely, we've got tons of room actually. You're never sure, are you? This table's just disappeared in here.
Yeah, absolutely thrilled.
Fantastic. Made up, happy days. A toast to the new
courtyard.
It's not totally finished.
Those of you who remember what it looked like at the very beginning of our courtyard project, Andy will put a picture up
See if I
here.
can find one, yeah.
We were knee deep in weeds at the time, and we didn't know what we were going to do with it. We were going to deck it, then we were going to stone it, then we were going to deck it, then we were going to put some of this, like a gravel, hard-wearing gravel type mixture that sets like concrete. But I'm so glad.
We took the hardest route, of course.
We took the hardest route, we always do,
Well,
but I'm so glad that we went
It's
with the
worth
stone.
it for the area and the space that we've got and the finish that we've got. Absolutely love it.
Absolutely fantastic.
I'm super happy with that. It's so nice when you can enjoy the fruits of your labour.
Yeah.
So on that note, I think we're going to enjoy the fruits of our
We're
labour.
going to have a lovely barbecue tonight, got some beautiful ribs, and we'll see you guys on Sunday.
Yes, thank you so much for watching. Thanks to everyone that supported the channel. See you then.